Da-da-da-dam! Yes, everyone, now is gonna be a day for the milk helva. Yes, in Turkey, we make different kind of helvas, and this is gonna be from milk. And it's gonna be like a pudding on the stove for 5 minutes, and we put it in the oven, and on top it becomes this brown, caramelized, flavored, incredible thing. But to this, there's gonna be, of course, several Refika additions. It's gonna be with some bananas, some dates, and walnuts. If you don't have bananas, for example, strawberries can come in instead of dates, dried cherries can come in. You can change it accordingly. But bananas and dates and the milk helva, in terms of taste, they go incredibly well. The beautiful thing about this recipe is the things that we're gonna put in and also the effort that we're gonna put in is minimum. Now, I did put 1.5 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of flour. And we are gonna brown the flour with the butter so that it has this nutty, beautiful feeling to it. Actually, I did this for Doğan Demir and Can. They are my niece. Unfortunately, they went through COVID and they were at home kind of bored and kind of felt sick. So I wanted them to come back to life and I served it hot to them. So they were really, really happy. When it's this level, you might think that it's done because the nutty flavor starts to get into our noses, but it's not ready yet. The taste should taste a little more, so I'm gonna do this for 1 more minute. The smell is so nice, and as you can see, the color turned a little reddish. Now I turn off the heat and add the liter of milk. Together with it, we had, as you remember, 2 tablespoons of flour. Now we add 2 tablespoons of either cornstarch or wheat starch, any kind of starch could do. And in total, 200 grams of sugar. The heat is turned off. I make sure that there are no lumps. And at this point, I want to show you the difference between this whisk and this whisk. This is great for putting in air to whatever you mix, and this is really great to take the bottom of the pan, because when I turn this on, as you know, when it's starchy, when it's floury, it sticks at the bottom. But this way, like by doing this, you can clean the bottom. This is good for taking off the lumps and also cleaning the bottom of the pan. So these are the 2 different whisks that, like, I love this one very much. Now, as you can see, there are no lumps, so I turn the heat on. While this helva is cooking, now I am going to add some bananas to my Pyrex. I have this small Pyrex here. To the bottom, I'm going to put some dates and bananas. Now, I also want to show you this banana. There was not a very pleasant part, but I do not throw it away. Food waste is very important. I just cut this, and this is not a bad part as well. So I just get rid of the most mushy part and then use the rest. What I'm going to do, I cut the bananas just in half like this and then cut it into big chunks. Why? When it's very small and when the helva comes in, because it's really hot, it reduces the size and the effect of the banana while you taste it. So I want to make it into big chunks like this. I'm gonna use 2.5 bananas and I'm going to use the rest for the 2 of the glasses. Time to time, don't forget to whisk. And here I have beautiful dates. Because Turkish economy is going incredibly well, each date became 5 liras. Yeah. So what I do, I take the seeds off, press the dates like this. I wet the dates knowingly because they were like very dry. The water helps them to be a little more softer. Unlike the banana, I cut the dates into smaller pieces because dates taste is very dense. So I want them to be in small chunks so that in each spoon there would be a taste of the dates. But when it's too much, it becomes very sweet and we don't want that. For this, it's milk. But I know there are lots of people who are vegan who also follow us. I'm going to try the vegan recipe of this. There will be a photograph and maybe a small video of my experience. Instead of butter, I'm going to use coconut oil. And instead of cow's milk, I'm going to use coconut milk. Now, I add the dates And this is ready with the rest of this. Here I have, these are not ordinary glass. They are heat resistant glasses. I'm going to do the recipe inside them to show you different kinds of servings.
One for me.
One for you. And some dates here at the bottom. Stick them to the sides. I stick them with my hands. In summer with strawberries, with some greens, this will look really, really beautiful. And these beauties are gonna go to compost. Now, finally, a little more something. And these are the walnuts. You can toss these walnuts a bit. That works miracles if you like. Or you can just like throw them inside like this. I'm going to put some walnuts in the middle for this. Okay, now, this started to bubble. In Turkey, we call this, the helva is now belly dancing. If there are plop plops, then it's ready. We mix it really well. We make sure nothing sticks at the bottom. And it's ready to get onto this beautiful thing. Now I'm gonna wait a little for everything to sink because I want the top to be perfect. Not too clean. We have this beautiful thing, you know. In Refika'dan you can visit, and if you want you can buy. So the sides do not get dirty. When you make something like this, you always leave some in the pot for the kid in the house. You can be that kid in the house, usually I am. But if there's an actual kid who doesn't love eating, which I was, it's a great way to engage that person to the kitchen, and it's a great memory. We call this kazan dibi, the bottom of the pan, and the taste is always gorgeous. Okay, now this is ready. We are going to do, it's 220 degrees Celsius. I'm going to also post the Fahrenheit in the oven. It's not the highest, but one lower from the highest rack. The rest of the oven doesn't work, it's just the grill. And it's going to brown in 6 to 8 minutes depending on the performance of your oven. I can put these inside as well.
Ah,
Yeah.
they go into the oven as well.
Yeah.
All of them is mine.
Yes.
Let me see, let me see.
Especially these browner parts.
These brown parts. All the browns.
I get surprised every time. How can something so simple become so beautiful?
I think it's browning the flour.
Browning flour.
And that makes the helva.
This is something like that. Oh. Guys, it's been actually 14 minutes because it was probably a little lower because this oven's racks are really different. It might take a little more time to fasten it. You can always make it closer to the grill, but if it's too much, before really caramelizing, it turns black and has that bitter taste instead of the brown caramelized taste. So I'm gonna take this out, as you can see. Nice. This is still hot. As this gets colder, it's gonna be not runny, but because it's now really, really flying hot, we're gonna eat it like this. It's actually for my mom. Now, you always get some of the brown parts. It's so hot. But the banana also got the caramel taste. My mom is with her Cypriot friends. If it's okay with you guys, I want to take it down to them, serve them, and we can eat the rest. Hello. Tatlı geldi. Tatlı yediniz mi? Süt helvası. Altında da hurma ve birazcık muz var.
Did they like it?
They did like it. You can eat this hot, incredibly nice like this, but when it's all cold, it's also very beautiful. And when it's cold, you can even cut the helva, and it becomes gorgeous in another way. Now the walnuts. Now the dates. Heavenly. You can do it in a cup like this. For the kids, it's a lot of fun. And it's gorgeous. You have to make it, guys.